the solution is not to take Africans and move them to Europe. The solution is to free Africa from certain Europeans who exploit it and allow these people to live off what they have. This is called the CFA franc, a colonial currency that France prints for 14 African nations, and by virtue of which it exploits the resources of this nation. This is a child working in a gold mine in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is one of the poorest nations in the world. For Burkina Faso, which has gold, France prints colonial currency. In return, it demands that 50% of everything Burkina Faso exports ends up in the coffers of the French treasury. The gold that this child crawls into a tunnel to extract mostly ends up in the coffers of the French state.
Yeah, my fellow Africans, I salute you all. All over social media these days, what you hear is the Americans, the Europeans, they are coming to assassinate some African leaders who is kind of challenging them. African leader that is trying to make a change. You know, people are complaining, especially the Burkina Faso leader, Traoré. They are coming to assassinate him. They are coming to kill him. They are coming to do this. They are coming to do that. And Africans lamenting, crying, why? The same thing they did to Sankara. And when you hear what the Prime Minister of Italy is saying, you begin to get angry because it pains your heart that the way they are treating Africans, they treat us like slaves. You just feel like you begin to develop hate. Hate the West, hate the French, for what they are doing in Africa. It's not about hate. For me, it's not about hate. It's about what are you going to do now to change things, to change this situation, to prove to these people you are not their slave, that you are not stupid. France, the French, they are doing whatever they are doing because you have played the role of a slave or some people that know nothing, uneducated people. That is the reason they are treating you people the way they are treating you. They came to Africa to colonize you. Coming to Africa to colonize you shows you have a problem. You have a problem. But after many years, it is time for Africa, if really you are not a slave, if really you are not who they say you are, to stand up and say no, not to be crying, just crying and you are doing nothing. The president of Senegal is a young man. He was talking tough when he came to power. But I have not seen significant change or something like what the Prime Minister of Italy is saying here. I have not seen what he have done, like to really change things, to really say enough is enough. Over 14 African countries using a currency that carried the name of France. And France themselves, they are using Europe. They are the one who prints your money. You said you are free, but you are still slave. You are still under French colony. Crying on social media will not change things around. Will not change anything. But for you to stand up and say enough is enough and stop this nonsense once and for all. It's not about hating them. Hate them. Hate the Europeans will not change anything. That's the reason why I see you people, complaining on social media. I don't post it. I don't really care because what are we doing? What is the solution? Now they are saying they want to assassinate Traoré, the Burkina Faso young leader, military man, guy. They are not trying to assassinate him. They are not trying to assassinate him the way they do to Patrice Lumumba. No, no. Or Sankara. No, 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 no. They are trying to build a dictator. They want to build a dictator. This is what they do. They want to build a dictator. They want to make him a dictator. Once he became a dictator, once he become a dictator, he will not give room for them to come and attack him. Maybe not physical, economically, because Africans, we depend on them. We depend on them. They are not trying to assassinate him at all, but to make him a dictator. That's the only way they can come in. And how? Is to begin to attack him like this, threatening him, sanction him. Then he will come and defend, create a defense mechanism to defend himself. Then, they are going to, many Africans are going to be on their side. They will call them opposition. They will finance these people to be attacking his government. Then he will come and be defending himself. Then he will come and he will be seeing the Europeans, the Americans as their enemy. The way president of Libya before, Gaddafi, many African presidents, they turn them into dictator, and the people begin to turn against them. For Traoré to survive is to fulfill his promise, what he promised his people. Is to fulfill what he promised his people. When I say what he promised his people, better life, to build their economy, not for him to stay there forever. They might fight him. He might be there now thinking he's defending the country. He don't want these people to come and take over their country. Enough is enough. Maybe after 5 years, 6 years, 15 years, and no development in Burkina Faso, you that is praising him now will turn against him. That is what they are trying to do now. It should focus more, developing, building their economy, uniting with other reasonable African leaders, people that have the same mindset with him. All this cry. They are coming, speaking big English. That is not what I want to hear. How we are going to solve, to put stop to this nonsense, to tell these people, stop treating us like second class, like slave. That's what I want to hear. None of them is our friend. Not all whites are our enemy. Not all blacks are our friend. It's not the color of your skin. It is Italian Prime Minister that is talking like this. I hope people learn from what I'm about to say. They are not trying to assassinate him. They want to make him a dictator. Once you become a dictator, anybody that challenges him in that country, Burkina Faso, you go and arrest him. You are on the side of the West. You become a dictator. Begin to attack everybody. You begin to see everybody as his enemy. My name is the wounded. Africa, rise up now. Thank you, and God bless.